We're in Rise, Heathens. It's coming off of Holland Avenue from over there, right off 6 and Holland. This morning. Figure I'd do a shut board and go around. Come here. 7th Street right there, y'all. Bring you out the 2Js. I'm in the byways. Know what I mean? I said I'd get out, do a quick happy Sabbath day video. Grand Rising. Give all praises to the Most High on this good Sabbath day. Coming out the byways. Coming out the byways. Get up off of 9 and come around. Go through the park this morning. Early bird get the first worm, right? Segment. This joint nice here. For real, that motherfucker nice. Get up on 9 to come out through the park. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go up this way. Matter of fact, or should I just go through the park? I think I'm just gonna go through the park this morning. We in the byways, y'all. Y'all know urgent care right there up on 9th Street. Silver Care campus. But I said let me get out. Give all praises to the Most High on this Sabbath day. All praises to the Most High. The trenches, we in the trenches, y'all. The byways. What I want to talk about today. This morning, the first, one of the most embarrassing times in my history, right? The most embarrassing, as if you want to say, if it's starting to rain, get down there to the park underneath that, I said, what's the most embarrassing drink you for all your energy? Not a relationship. Not a relationship. You know that'll crush your soul too, right? Got the lights on down here, y'all. So it do be lit up down here at night. I ain't never do it at night. Walk around here. But the most embarrassing, not embarrassing because it's not embarrassing, but the most shameful reaction I ever got from a person to try to crush your soul. Besides a relationship. You understand me? Relationship is number one. That'll crush your soul if you let it. But if you've been in a relationship for years and got crushed, it's drizzling too, yo. I said hitting the ring, the crib. And besides a relationship, was the time I was boxing, right? Tell y'all a little history about Joe Frazier, right? I was boxing out of Joe Frazier's from Chester, right? So I would travel to North Philly when he was up North Philly on Broad Street. I would travel every afternoon. I think I was on what, 3-4 days out the week. Gas, ain't nobody giving me gas money or nothing like that. But gas, my time, my patience, my time, and everything that comes with that, right? Everything that come with that. And you know, I trained up there for about a good 3 to 5 months, something like that. I was training, because down here at the time, it was maybe 2 gyms, and at the time, Winners boxing gym where I was boxing out of. Somebody had a good time last night. It was shut down. Winners boxing gym was shut down, and the East Side boxing gym, you know, people only focus on one person. At that time, Rock P from the East Side. So I said, you know what? I gotta expand my I gotta most definitely expand my craft. You understand me? So I said, shit, I might as well sign up to Joe Frazier's. So I go up Joe Frazier's, connected with Val. All those who's watching this video know about Joe Frazier's boxing gym up North Philly, up on Broad Street, a few years back when he had his gym, right? Legendary gym too, y'all. Legendary gym up on Broad. So, yeah, I was training out of Joe Frazier's and shit. Dedicated, faithfully, you know what I mean? Loyal to the game. And, you know, Val was my trainer. Val used to be a wrestler and shit, they were saying, in his younger days. And, me and Val connected. They were showing me that, North Philly style fighting. Y'all know about that North Philly style fighting, right? Bang it out. Understand me? We're gonna get some sparring in, you know what I mean? Up North Philly. Most definitely gonna get your sparring in. You're gonna become a Philly fighter, if you know what I mean. For those who follow boxing. So, you know, he was teaching me, training me, Val. You know what I mean? I'm southpaw, you know what I mean? And, yeah. Connected with his son, Melvin Frazier. Me and Melvin Frazier connected. And I told him I was from Chester. So they started calling me Chester. You know what I mean? That's like wherever you go, wherever you from, they're gonna call you where you from. So they was calling me Chester, you know what I mean? Chester. So Melvin asked me one day, he was like, yo, Chester, you wanna come back later on? We putting on an exhibition. You know what I mean? And you're more than welcome to put on an exhibition. I said, cool. Shit, say no more. That's in my blood, you know what I mean? Plus I wanna everything I've been practicing, I wanna execute that shit, you know what I mean? So boom. Go back up there and shit. They had, cause you know, at the time, Joe Frazier gym was right on Broad Street. That's the main stroll up Philly, Broad Street. Right there where Temple College is. So a lot of Temple students and shit be walking by and checking out the facilities and things of that nature. So it was a lot of, when I went back, they set that shit up where it was shit. They set that shit up like a small arena. I was like, oh shit, inside the gym. We could have did that shit down here. Put chairs around there and charge like $5 for people to come in and watch the exhibition and shit. You know what I mean? Something to do. And shit, that shit was nice, y'all. So this is my first time back up there in the evening, because I go, like I said, in the afternoon. I never met the evening class. So as I get up there, it's packed, y'all. Terrence Cawthorn, David Reed, couple people from Philly up that motherfucking shit, right? They not boxing though. David Reed and Terrence Cawthorn, they not they just up there cheerleading at that point. You know what I'm saying? They cheerleading, but they from Philly. You know what I mean? So, damn, I said I was gonna go up on 9. See what they got cracking up there. So, shit. Everything was everything. And, I come upstairs and shit to go to the locker. I see my locker wide open. Right? Locker wide open. Lock busted. Oh, disrespect. Disrespect like a motherfucker, right? Alright, cool. They don't know me, I don't know them. This the evening class, right? So they like, who this motherfucker from Chester coming up here? You know what I mean? Fuck this nigga, you know what I mean? You know how niggas is when they see other niggas. You know what I mean? So they like, cool. So Melvin, I seen Melvin. Melvin pulled me in Frazier's office, right? Went inside Joe Frazier office. Yo, when I tell you that man office was like a apartment, I'm like, this all connected to the gym. So I'm like, damn. Got a big ass painting behind his chair when Joe Frazier knocked Ali out with that motherfucking hook, left hook to the jaw. They caught that just perfect, right? And he had it painted on this big ass poster behind his chair. A painting, not a poster, a painting of that shit, y'all. That shit costed money. That motherfucker was big as a motherfucker too. So I'm like, he said, Chester, you ain't have to come back. You ain't have to come back, Chester. I said, nah, Mel, that's what the fuck I do. That's what I do. This man pulled out a crispy $100 bill. He said, here, Chester. I said, nah, I'm good. I'm good. He said, nah, here, take this. This for you. All right, say no more. I'm going to take it now. So I'm like, oh, shit. When the motherfucker paying you some bread, I ain't let him know about the locker or nothing like that. I'm like, oh, what they trying to use me as thinking I'm dog meat? Out this motherfucker, you gonna get me $100. This is an exhibition. Cool. Now to go to Frazier's, I was paying $50 a month at the time. Right? Always paid my dues and shit. So, boom. I took my BL up there with me at the time. My daughter's mom, brother. Take this ride, man. We're going up North Philly. Now I'm gonna go up here and knock a motherfucker out real quick. We're gonna jump back on the highway 95 South. Right? Boom. Met Melvin Frazier's daughter. They all look alike, y'all. All the Fraziers look alike. Facts. So even the girls. So he's like, all right, Chester, get up there, get suited and booted. Say no more. As I said, they broke into my locker, but I don't keep shit in my locker, y'all. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck what it is and where I'm at. So ain't no love. They don't know me, I don't know them, ain't no love. Motherfuckers got, everybody in that bitch got the eye of the tiger. Right? Everybody in that bitch got the eye of the tiger. Alright, cool. Boom. Get up in that motherfucking shit. I think I was like the number 4 or 5th bout of the evening. Man, I got up in that motherfucker, and the boy I was doing an exhibition with, sparring with, name was Carrie. Carrie used to come up there in the afternoons too. Carrie used to come up there in the afternoons too, so we used to be sparring and shit. How many miles this guy? $190? No, 236. On the Nissan. On the Nissan Altima. 2014. Got a Tahoe right next to it. No price on it. Right across from M&A's. With a Tahoe right here. Ain't no price on it yet. It's got that front end right there. It's all crushed in. But yeah, I get booted and suited. I think I was like the 4th, 5th belt. Got up in that motherfucker, shit, put on an exhibition. When you put on an exhibition, they don't want y'all really hitting that hard. You understand me? They don't want you hitting that hard because it's an exhibition. It's not like y'all getting paid. You know what I mean? You just putting on a show for the audience, right? Cool. So now my man, like, all of a sudden carry on some, I mean, put on an exhibition. This motherfucker started, you know what I mean, throwing some lead, some lead. I started throwing some motherfucking lead back. Nigga, you tripping. Ain't that type, oh man, you hitting too hard. Motherfucker, what the fuck you mean I'm hitting hard, motherfucker, but you going full throttle, right? I said, it ain't that type of party. Man, I end up stopping carrying like 3. Man, it's an Audi here, y'all. Must have just got this drawn in. End up stopping carrying like 3. I had the whole Temple students in that motherfucker yelling my name. They ain't know my name when I got there, but when I left, goddammit, they was yelling my name, goddammit. On my trunks, I had Stone. On the front, I had Stone. And on the back, I had Q. Right? So when I left that motherfucker, I had that whole motherfucking house rocking, you heard? They knew me when I left that motherfucker. So now when I go back upstairs in the locker area where they done broke into my shit, and this joint open too. Many miles on this? Can y'all see that? Look like 168,000 on this joint. That's gonna go quick. That motherfucker clean. And got a Fusion over here. They ain't got no prices on them yet. That mean they just got these joints. This joint kind of clean too. Fusion. Ain't no miles on it. Car gotta be started up. Nice clean joint. A little Fusion. And some shit back here too. $2010. The SAG, the Cross, 3850. Right next to Camry, 2011 for 2850. It's the Cross. Clean. Double sunroof. Got the double sunroof going on. The headliner can be fixed. Got the Pontiac G6, 09, 2850, right here. Clean as a motherfucker up in here too, yo. It's going on, yo. This G6. Come back and see what Mel wants for this thing. Matter of fact, he got the price on the window. $28.50 for a Pontiac G6. Oh, nine, that joint clean too. Tires look like brand new tires on this joint. Man, this motherfucker all right, y'all. I'm gonna come back and ask him about this joint. $28.50. Tell Mel to work with me, man. Work with a brother, Mel. That motherfucker nice there, y'all. This a buy here, y'all. Depends on what the mileage is and what it sound like. You know what I mean? But we on 9, y'all. Look at this little joint here. This little Honda Civic. Yeah, it's probably a Honda Civic. Little joint, little gas saver. Yeah, Honda Civic, a 2004. Little sunroof up in him. Little joint. Little gas saver, little run around joint. I'm giving y'all exclusive. This right across the street from M&A's, y'all. Right across from Caliber Collision. Right up on 9th and Ingle. Where anybody in the neighborhood looking for a vehicle, they got some shit down here, y'all. Look at that Audi, though, y'all. That might be the one. You seen the mileage. How many miles it got on it again? $168,000 on the Audi. And they got the Lincoln MX right there. Now them Lincoln be having them airbags in them joints. You know what I mean? The Lincoln right there. There ain't no price on it too, y'all. Ain't no price on it. And he got some cars over here too. He's definitely got some cars over here. These the same owners of the other lot we just left. He just parked cars over here. Used to be Ingle Autos, but not no more. It's Melvin's. Melvin's and Ernie's. Then you got the food truck here, y'all. This food truck be banging here, y'all. Used to sit up there by the gas station. Sylvia's. Y'all in the neighborhood, y'all looking for some good lunch. Holla at Sylvia, y'all. Down here off of 9th and Ingle. Car wash right here. Attorney's right there. You need tires, you need a car wash, you need something to eat while you do your paperwork. You got Sylvia's right there with the banging gyros in that joint. They got cars on the back there too. Probably John needs some work. All right, y'all, we looping back around, y'all. Like I said, I just wanted to get out on this good Sabbath day. Talk that Joe Frazier talk. So anyway, I end up stopping carrying like 3. So when I go back up to the locker, them same niggas that ain't had no love, the eye of the tiger, I broke that shit, y'all. I broke them niggas. Because they said, oh, he ain't the average. He can go. He can go. Shit, all them niggas. What's up, Jay? Now, what's up? What's up, Chester? What's up, Chester? Them same niggas ain't had no love. I forgot the short dude from North Philly. Short dude. He was good with them hands. Chester, man, you nice, man. My man. My man. Kane got dressed, came back down, shook a couple hands. It was, like I said, it was set up, y'all, like if you was a professional fighter. I came out, signed a couple autographs from the Temple students and shit. Got some free food from Melvin Frazier's daughter and shit. It was all love. My BL, they ended up looking out for him. He ate lovely, you know what I mean? A respect thing, you heard? A respect thing. You feel me? Terrence Cawthorn up there, oh, Kerr, you letting him come from Chester up here in your gym? So I knew it was a setup right there when he said that. All right, cool. Against all odds, I see. All right, cool. Shit. When I left that motherfucker, y'all, they knew about Chester. They knew about Chester, but some of them niggas probably like, yo, them niggas in Chester can go. You heard? They can go. So that's what we end up doing. We end up doing that shit. You know what I mean? We end up doing that. Banneker right here, y'all. So we end up chilling for a little bit, watched a couple more bouts. Then after that, we was out. We was back on 95 South. You know what I mean? On our way back to Chester. You heard? So anyway, back to Joe Frazier, bitch ass. Back to Joe Frazier, bitch ass. I should loop around. I think I am too. So, you know what I mean? I'm still coming up there. I'm still training faithfully, paying my dues and shit. So, I think I seen Joe Frazier a couple times. So, one time, I'm feeling myself. You feel me? I'm up that motherfucking shit. It's like I took over that joint in the afternoon. That's my shit now. Right? My shit now. I'm up in that motherfucker feeling myself. It's a Mexican. Had to be about 100, 110 pounds or something like that. Y'all know them Mexicans, how they look when they spun shadow boxing, right? I'm on Joe Frazier heavy bag, y'all. He had this one heavy bag, y'all. That motherfucking heavy bag. You can hit that much for days. That motherfucker ain't going nowhere. But let me tell you something. When I was training up Joe Frazier's, as long as I've been training, y'all, boxing, as long as I've been training around here in Chester, in the gyms, the late Johnny Cakes, may his soul rest in peace, right? Coming out of Johnny Cake camp, right? I never, ever was throwing punches in my goddamn sleep, y'all. Never did that shit until I started training out of Joe Frazier's. I'm throwing punches in my sleep, ladies and gentlemen. No bullshit. Never, ever happened when I was training in Chester. I hit Joe Frazier. I'm throwing punches in my sleep at night. Right? We on 6th Street too, y'all. Coming up on 6th and Yarnell. Yo. Most definitely had you on go. I was on go, y'all. I was on go. Straight up. So anyway, I'm training, paying my dues and shit. Go up and then come down. Boom. Hold on, y'all. Alright, y'all. So I see Joe Frazier a couple times. So now, like I said, I'm feeling myself. It's my shit in the afternoon. I run shit around here in the afternoon. Frazier come in. If y'all know Joe Frazier, y'all know he constantly wore that cowboy hat. I want to see some sparring today. First thing he say when he come through the door, I want to see some sparring. Right? Cool. I ain't got no problem with that. I'm gonna go. I told y'all that. So I had at the time we ain't have the cameras like we got now with the phones and shit. We had disposable cameras and shit. So I always kept disposable cameras with me and shit. I'm like, damn, Val, Joe, let me get a picture with Joe. So there you go. Get up in the ring. I said, Joe. I said, can I get a picture with you, Joe? This motherfucker looked at me and said, who sent you up here? No, I'm not taking no picture with you. Crush me, y'all. Crush me. I told you I was feeling myself that day. When Joe did that shit and said that shit, crush me. Crush the man. You hear me? Besides a relationship, that crushed me. I'm sitting there, I'm standing there like, yeah. And went on about his, and then got out the ring, went over there to the Mexican, right? Listen to me. Went over there to the Mexican. The Mexican had, like I said at the time, it was disposable cameras, y'all. You can buy them shits. Disposable camera. Puerto Rican pulls his disposable camera out. And guess what? Him and Joe Frazier took many pictures in the middle of the ring, y'all. And I'm like, wow, our own peoples. Muhammad Ali was true. It was the truth. What Ali was saying about Joe, he's an Uncle Tom ass nigga. Remember Ali said that? That Joe Frazier was an Uncle Tom ass nigga, called him a monkey, and pulled his ears out, remember? And had that little monkey and was punching it. I was calling Joe Frazier that for a reason. Muhammad Ali knew Joe Frazier was an Uncle Tom ass nigga. Who carried Joe Frazier? The establishment carried Joe Frazier. The establishment carried Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier was an Uncle Tom ass nigga. You know what I mean? And I can say it, I witnessed it as a black man. As a black man from Chester. And Joe Frazier and Melvin Frazier, Melvin told me that Joe Frazier and Melvin used to jog from Chester to Philly. You know what I mean? They had a lot down there in back of the police station on that little street right there. You know what I mean? They owned some commercial property down there. And Melvin used to tell him, he was telling me, he was like, yeah, man, Joe, my dad, we used to jog from Chester to Philly. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, wow. But for that man to say no, who sent you? Like if I was police, who sent you up here? Who sent me up here? Come on, man. Fuck that come from? Fuck that come from? You understand me? Where the fuck that come from? But I looked at Val. Val looked back at me. Val like gave me the shoulder joint, like I don't know what happened. Type of deal. I said, don't even worry about it, Val. Don't even worry about it. It's cool. Because Val was probably fucked up too. Like, damn, this boy been coming a good 5 months faithfully. Met your son. Your son asked him to put on an exhibition. And then when he asked for a photo from you, you said to that man, black man, who sent you, I'm not taking no picture with you. But then turn around 1 minute later and take a picture with this Mexican that if you would have said, I want to see some sparring like you did when you first came in the door, and said, y'all two spar. The one that get the photo. I would have destroyed this Mexican to get a fucking photo, the photo with Joe Frazier. You feel me? I would have destroyed this Mexicano, y'all. I mean, punished him. I would have played with him. I would have kept him hanging around just to punish him. You see what I'm saying? Just to get a picture with Joe Frazier, y'all. But like Ali said, Joe Frazier was an Uncle Tom ass nigga. And that's a fact. 100% fact. May his soul rest in peace. But Joe Frazier, I'm talking to you now, and you can hear me. Because the ancestors holding your head up. God damn it, and you gonna listen to me. That was not right, what you did. And what you said. By trying to crush a person's soul. A person that was loyal to the game, to your establishment. That was paying his dues faithfully. Never was behind. To say some shit like that, I said, okay. I said, you know what? I think I trained another day. I told Val, this is going to be my last day, Val. Val like, nah, Chester. We got things, you know what I mean? We got shit that's about to pop. I'm like, it's good. But why be at a establishment when you really not welcome? You understand me? By your boy Joe Frazier thinking I'm an agent. And I can be an agent of chaos if you want me to. But I respected that. I kept it moving after that. I went on and I think I signed up with Upper Darby Powell Center Boxing Center in Upper Darby. Andy Carr, rest in peace. Good man. At the Upper Darby Powell Center. Those who follow boxing know what I'm talking about. But 3rd and Engle. We just left from up that way. But yeah. I end up going to Upper Darby. I met I think I met a couple people up there. Calvin Grove, brother. Bernard Hopkins' nephew, Demetrius Hopkins. Melvin Taylor nephew. I met a couple dudes in Upper Darby. But in Philly, when I was up Joe Frazier's, I did meet Vaughn Bean. He was preparing for that Holyfield fight. Him and Farouk. They was Farouk from Delaware, I believe at the time. They was from Delaware. And they was heavyweights. Vaughn Bean even was like, yo, you nice, man. Hearing this from a champ. Like I said, y'all, I don't brag about my technique. But yeah, your boy can get down. Your boy most definitely can throw them cuffs. Feel me? Put me anywhere, nigga. I'ma throw them cuffs, nigga. Never been ashamed of that. To get down. get down with it. You understand me? But I don't brag about that shit. You understand me? But anyway, I'm about to end this video. That was just my story about that Uncle Tom ass nigga Joe Frazier. Ali was right, y'all. Joe Frazier was an Uncle Tom ass nigga. I witnessed that shit. I experienced that shit firsthand. You heard? Experienced that shit firsthand. I met his daughter and everything. She had an office up top of the gym. She was a lawyer. Jacqueline Frazier. Do the history. Check it out. See if I'm bullshitting. I mean, I think at the time they was trying to get her and the Ali fight together. You know what I mean? But yeah. Yeah. Just wanted to spit that with y'all. It's good Sabbath day. I got more stories too about boxing, y'all. If y'all want to hear some of them tales. And like I said, nah, I ain't go undefeated. I did take several losses in the amateur boxing career. You know what I mean? So, nah, I ain't gonna sit up here and act like I was Mike Tyson. But just know for sure, your boy can hold his when it come to them fisticuffs. You hear me? Your boy can most definitely hold his when it come to them fisticuffs. 100% fact, not fiction.